So Jon Jones just did it again. I feel like he's baiting me at this point because there's no way he would be doing this over and over and over again in every single interview that he gets a chance to. I was just about to make a different video on Jon Jones talking about his recent Twitter meltdown where he was basically coping about nobody caring about his fight with Stipe whatsoever, and now they're trying to stir up some kind of fake beef, and we're going to get to that. And he's also snapping at Ankalaev for saying that he's ducking Tom, and he even had a response to say, I'm not ducking, call me a duck, call me a chicken, whatever you want, and all this. But in this interview that I'm about to play right now on screen, we're going to get to the other stuff, but we got to start with this. Jon Jones just said that if he beats Stipe and wants to stick around in the sport, he'll just vacate his heavyweight title and go and fight Alex Pereira for a BMF belt. You may not believe me, but just listen to this interview with Jon Jones.
Well, the interim championship shouldn't have been there in the first place. The only reason why there was an interim championship fight was because I got hurt and they needed to keep the importance of that Madison Square Garden event. But Sergey...
That's why interim championships are made. Yes. No, I get the entirety of how they needed to keep relevancy of the Madison Square Garden event. I get it. But, yes, you got injured. Neither of you fought for the belt. They made an interim championship between Pavlovich and Aspinall. That's logical. We're going to get to some of the more delusional things he said here.
Sergey and Aspinall shouldn't have been fighting for a garden event, but Sergey and Aspinall shouldn't have been fighting for an interim title in the first place.
So true. Should have been for undisputed. You fought Cyril Gane. Pavlovich was on a hell of a win streak. Aspinall took it on short notice. You're right, it shouldn't have been for an interim belt. Should have been for undisputed. You didn't beat some reigning champion at heavyweight. God, dude. It's actually insane. I think he's baiting me. Which is pathetic. But, you know, that's how it is. But he's got to generate hype for his Stipe Miocic fight somehow. So if publicly saying that he's openly ducking Tom Aspinall because he's terrified of him because he's not his wife, so he can't beat up on him like her, is his way around this to generate some level of hype, I don't know. But he's just going off again about this thing.
They should have just been a replacement fight, just a main event. I think making it an interim fight was premature. And now you have a bunch of confused people, you know?
There's no confusion! We know you're a bitch! There's not a bunch of confused people. If we really want to get onto who's confused. We really want to get into who is a confused person. Whose brain chemistry just isn't adding up. We can talk about it. There's no confusion, John. There is no confusion. This man's about to duck potentially the only man that can beat his fucking ass in the world. And he is the most deserving of an ass whooping of any combat sport athlete in recent history. There's no confusion. We know who the real champ is. It's not you, who hasn't done shit in 4 years but fight Cyril Gane, who wasn't a champion. You fought for a vacant belt after waiting for Ngannou to leave the UFC. You wouldn't move up when it was time to fight Velasquez. You wouldn't move up when it was time to fight Ngannou. And now you're not even moving up. You're not even staying. Came in, fought a pure striker in Cyril Gane, who we all thought was going to do better than he did, fair play. And now he's just acting like this. Dude, I've never seen a more pathetic goat of a sport. This is enough to remove him from the conversation. I know we do that. Well, everyone's on PEDs. Not DJ, not GSP. We don't need to include Jon Jones in a GOAT list. We have enough natty goats that don't act like this. We don't need to do this. Holding up a whole division. There have been people that have vacated and left before. They didn't do this. This is just pathetic behavior from a man who's made a career fighting people that are 5'11" and skinny fat welterweights. So it's just kind of pathetic, dude. Reyes whooped your ass anyway. It's so lame to me. But watch what he's about to say.
When you have a dominant champion that's been around as long as I have, there was no reason.
You lost to Reyes. We watched Reyes whoop your fucking ass. Dominant champion. He's won a lot of fights. Why is his reign so long? Could it be because he was serving USADA suspensions in between all of it? Bro, you took OSP to a decision. You took Anthony Smith to a decision. You took Thiago Santos on one leg to a split decision. Aspinall's murking people in a minute. Back to back. When have you ever done that while being on PEDs your entire career? Long reigning champ, fair play. When have you're like a Bilal Muhammad at light heavyweight, bruv. Let's not play this game like I'm just dominating everyone. Bro got a choke over Cyril Gahn. Feeling himself. Strange.
That's been around as long as I have. There was no reason to put an interim championship.
There was no reason to put an interim championship. So in Jon's ideal world, he'd be champ right now, and there'd literally be no other belt existing in the heavyweight division. They would all just be fighting each other as contenders for the past however many fucking years it's been. Interesting. This is the ego that Dana White has instilled into Jon Jones. I swear to God, if these clips aren't playing in every Aspinall promo after Jon Jones retires, I don't know what to say anymore.
That's the repercussion of Madison Square Garden last year.
So would you care if a title was on the line against Lex Pereira? You'd be happy with it being a feature fight?
It'd be cool to fight over the heavyweight championship, but
It'd be cool to fight over the heavyweight championship. It'd be cool, but then I'd have to fight Tom. Then I'd have to fight Tom Aspinall, so he catches himself.
Heavyweight championship, but I would also willingly give up the heavyweight championship. I walked away from the light heavyweight championship, and I'd love to walk away from this one as well on top, on his own terms.
On his own terms, shitting his fucking pants because there's actually a person his size or bigger that's well-rounded, which he hasn't fought in his entire fucking career. Someone his frame or bigger who's well-rounded. Name the Jones opponent. Who can do it all. Take you down, choke you out, knock you out on the feet. Well-rounded guy, Jones's frame or bigger. Never fought in his entire career. But listen to what he just said. He would rather vacate the belt. You know, fighting for the heavyweight belt would be cool, but I think I'd be okay to just vacate it. He would rather hand an undisputed title to Tom Aspinall than fight him. One more time. Jesus Christ, sorry for the jump scare. One more time.
It'd be cool to fight over the heavyweight championship, but I would also willingly give up the heavyweight championship.
This is Jon Jones we're talking about here, which is the craziest part to me, yeah, because Jon Jones forever has been someone who has never liked anyone else getting any attention, any shine. He always has to have something to say. And he's been this way for a very long time. He has to be the center of attention. Even, have you seen the clip of him and Nick Diaz when Nick Diaz was answering a question from the crowd? Remember, he's like, "Are you done? Are you finished?" Anyway, he gets so egotistical about these things. That guy's willing to just hand Tom Aspinall a belt. This is who we're going to call the GOAT of the sport. Unironically. What a GOAT. He's not even saying, oh my God. He could have just said, I'm done after this fight. I'm not fighting again. I'm not feeling the same way I once was. And even though he cheated his entire career on PEDs and beat up women and all of this, and they moved an entire event because the drug commission considered him a drug cheat, and they moved to a less strict commission to have him fight Gustafsson in a rematch, and they moved an entire event and all of the fighters on fight week on flights to a different fucking commission. Despite all of that, which absolutely eliminates him from any kind of conversation in my opinion, because even with all those PEDs, he still couldn't knock a man down with a fucking punch. Lyoto Machida fell into him in the clinch. They ended up in north-south. Other than that, he's never knocked a man down with a punch on PEDs his entire career. Imagine how easily walk down a ball and beat up a ball he would be otherwise. We got to call this guy the GOAT, who would rather just hand a guy a belt while continuing in the sport. Forget legacy, forget this. Just take it. Just take the belt from me, Tom, and go away. I'll go back to light heavyweight and fight Alex Pereira for a BMF belt. That is fucking funny to me as well. We'll get to that.
I walked away from the light heavyweight championship, and
You were also forced to walk away because you tested positive for PEDs multiple times.
I'd love to walk away from this one as well, on top, on his own terms, good headed and shoulder, making lots of money. I love the position that I'm in right now.
It's a shame that society lets him in this position, you know, I will say that. Tom Aspinall is the swift hammer of justice, but he's avoiding it. So it's a real shame that, like, Jones hasn't been, like, hit by a truck. Like, karma, like, it does make me question God. It does. These types of things really do. Like, people out there, they believe, when is Jones gonna, like, when is a tree gonna fall on Jon Jones? You know what I mean? Sometimes it does make you wonder things like that, you know? And then he has the audacity to be a believer as well. Like, when is Jon Jones, you know, when is a trash can going to just come flying and hit Jones right in the back of the head in this interview? You're waiting for it to happen. One of these lights to shatter and swing. Bang! Straight into the back of his fucking dumb head. You know what I mean? You're begging for it. But it just never seems to. It's a shame that he gets to live this life.
Fighting Pereira for the Banff belt, that'd be cool.
Banff. BMF, you fucking creep.
We both have 2 belts in 2 weight classes. The night we fought, we'd be both fighting for our 3rd belt, which would be
our 3rd belt.
The Banff. How cool would that be? You heard it here first. I haven't had this conversation with any other.
Wow, so hype, dude. You said you would fight for a BMF belt. What a great promoter you are, you dumb fucking fraud. If you ain't beat up women and get drunk and be a nuisance in public, no one would give a fuck about you because you would be a light heavyweight Bilal. Sorry. It's fucking lame to me. I'm done with Jon Jones now. This is lame. Vacate this. You can't fight for a BMF belt while actively ducking an opponent. And I don't like the BMF belt anyway. So don't bring it back. Because it is just lame to me. It's fun. It's a gimmick. Haha. But still. This is just lame. Ducking Tom Aspinall. I'd rather vacate the belt. But let me fight for the BMF belt at light heavyweight against Pereira. We're both 2-weight world champions. Pereira and you fought for vacant belts. Hate to say it. Fought for vacant belts. You know, you didn't find no undisputed champ. Some legit top guy in the division. You swooped in for a vacant belt fight after not move. You even said you wouldn't move up and fight DC because it would be a bad matchup for you. You wouldn't move up and fight Stipe. You wouldn't move up and fight Ngannou. You wouldn't move up and fight Velasquez. Cyril gone, quick. 5.5 weeks notice, go. Pure striker, quick, go. All right, I'm a double champ. Now I'll dip. This guy's a sham. I hope that in history we will remember these moments when we decide to when we start talking about who's the GOAT. First of all, I hope we bring up PEDs, but this is it as well. It's just dumb to me. He's literally saying he'll rather vacate a belt to continue in the sport at light heavyweight rather than fight Tom. All good. Tom Aspinall wins the fight. That's settled. Even Jon Jones knows it. Anyone defending him is, you know who you are, bruv. Stop defending him. Let the fight happen. It's such insecurity from you lot, knowing that he's going to get his ass whooped. I swear to God, if Aspinall gets hit by a tree, I'll lose hope in any higher power on earth. If Aspinall somehow, like, stacks over and, like, falls headfirst into a manhole, you know what I mean? Into the sewers, I will lose my mind. There's no way anything... Surely, Jones's stain on the sport will be corrected. We move on, though. Another thing, he's responded. You know what I mean? I see quite a few people in here calling me a duck. I'm a duck. Call me a duck. Call me a chicken. Call me a goat. Call me a dog. Not around Adesanya. But either way. Just whining online. Because he's so secure. Instagram all hate in person. I'm your biggest fan. Haha. Dude, this guy types like a fucking 8-year-old. The damn Tate. Cutman Tate. Just shut up and get hugged by Charles Oliveira. Seriously. Types like a fucking 12-year-old when he talks about Jon Jones. He even said in one comment section about Jon Jones, and this was after some like controversial shit about Jones came out. He said they even hated Jesus at first. This guy is just a delusional. I absolutely guarantee you, if Jones fucking Homelander deeped him and just told suck his cock, I bet you he absolutely would. Absolutely. It's a fucking weird little cult fan base Jon Jones has. They are gay as well. Either way. So Jones having a meltdown about this. I'm not in high school anymore, guys. Grown man out here chasing his dreams. Grown man beating up women still. And here's his response.
I see quite a few people in here calling me a duck. I'm a duck. Call me a duck. Call me a chicken. Call me a goat.
He's so unfazed, guys. Look at his weird fucking P. Diddy grin. Look how unfazed he is, guys. The fucking state of him. What a fucking creep, bruv. Look at the comments here. Refusing to fight the interim champion is ducking 100%. Always has been. This needs to be remembered, man. Bro doesn't realize he's doing the opposite of what he's thinking he's doing for his legacy. True. There's some logic thriving here. Then there's these guys. I'm still trying to figure out who's Tom Aspinall. This is the Jones fan base. They don't know the sport. They've seen a Joe Rogan clip that says Jones is the GOAT. And this is it. He's the GOAT. And then there's Tate, who said, oh, well, they hated Jesus at first when people were coming down on Jon Jones for some controversial shit as well. They hated Jesus at first. This guy, fucking loser, bruv. Fat little retard. Get hugged by Oliveira and shut up, bruv. You know what I mean? Get taken down by Gilbert Burns backstage. Wholesome. Yapping non-stop. I fucking see him on every Jones post, guzzling away. Fat little gay. Either way. Jones is going off.
Call me a dog. I'm not in high school anymore, guys. A grown man out here chasing his dreams.
I'm not in high school anymore, guys. I'm just going to get drunk and then complain at police officers and smash my head into a fucking police car. I'm a grown man with kids. I'm not in high school anymore, dudes. I'm going to cry when police arrest me and pull the race card because I'm a grown man. Great fighter. Fucking bitch-made guy, dude. I actually am annoyed now. He's rent-free in my head. Aspinall, please, do what's right. Aspinall, you have a mission. You have a mission. Just jump in backstage. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. But something. You know what I mean? Something. We need, you know, the Bilal Muhammad, Leon Edwards elevator situation. We need that with Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones. Where Aspinall just walks in and Jones just like shits himself in the fucking elevator. That's the only way this will be reprimanded, if he's not going to fight Tom Aspinall. It's so fucking lame. And he's so not fazed by it, he's doing this about it. It's the same thing when Jones said, I don't need social media anymore, recording himself on a phone, throwing his other phone into a fucking pool while he still has the phone in his hand. This is Jon Jones. This is such a weird way for a guy of his status to act. We know why. It's all good. I'm not going to harp on about that. Look at this guy here, bruv. Jon Jones isn't ducking anyone. 2, Stipe's a good matchup for him. 3, people act like they forgot how good these two were in their prime. Like, this guy has the 12-year-old fan base, plus child-brained adults. That's all he's got in his fan base right now. It's crazy. How is he ducking when Alex more dangerous than Aspinall? Jon isn't ducking, he's being smart. What Tom has done to earn a fight with Bones. I feel like Alex deserves it more and overall be better. Look at the emoji. It's just fucking annoying! Haven't seen one Tom fight, only know him because people want him to fight Jon. These are the Jones fans. They aren't MMA fans. Fact. They don't know the shit about the sport. They just know, oh, Jones, go. I heard that once on JRE. Then Jon Jones did this. Jon Jones calls out Stipe Miocic, calling him a bitch. The disrespect wasn't necessary. Let's play. Basically, Stipe Miocic barely said anything. He just said the word bitch at the end of a sentence, basically.
Bring it on. Bring it on. The consensus ready.
Bring it on, bitch.
See, the disrespect, you calling me a bitch, Stipe. The disrespect didn't have to happen. You're gonna wish you didn't say that.
Oh, dude, I'm so hyped for this fight now, man. Now I'm sold. Now I know there's this level of bad blood going into it. Ooh. Dude, I can't wait for this Stipe versus Jones fight now. Oh my God, dude. There's personal shit on the line now. And then look at what he tweeted here. Hiring black fighters to mimic me will not help you, Stipe. And you shouldn't have called me a bitch. The disrespect wasn't necessary. Let's play. Oh, no, dude. Shiver me timbers, dude. We're all so fucking hyped over here. Why is he pulling a race card here either? Hiring black fighters to mimic me will not help you. What does that have anything to do with anything? I'm assuming Stipe just brought in a training partner that happened to be black. And now he's... But Jones is like looking for any support he can get. And he will get support from that community if he makes it about this or tries that. Like, he's really pulling out all the desperate stops to generate any level of hype for this fight. What a weird... I just don't... Like, you know he has a PR guy or a PR lady that does his press and tells him kind of what to say and what not to and what they would advise. This might be the worst way Jones could have possibly gone about this fight week. We've already had 2 interviews back-to-back days where he's just openly ducked Tom Aspinall. No, late last week and now early this week. Why not just say, we'll see. I'm undecided. I might retire. I'm going to see how I feel in the octagon. It's coming to the end of my career. But he's like, maybe he is just baiting me to make videos. Because what else is there to talk about with Jon Jones Miocic fight week? That's literally what I'm going to put it down to. But there's more. So after that, great. Oh, shiver me timbers, dude. We're all so fucking hyped for Stipe versus Jones now. Stipe literally said, come get it, bitch, or whatever he said.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on, bitch. Basically the only word Stipe knows at this point. But he got him out. And now Jones is like, this is personal now, dude. I can't fucking wait for this fucking fight, dude. And then Stipe actually responded with a slam dunk. This was fucking... Oh! Look at his family cooking together. No, I actually take it back. Jones was right to go after Stipe. Jones was absolutely right to go after Stipe. And Stipe apologized to Jon Jones here, you know. He said, sorry if I hurt his feelings. I'm sorry I wasn't trying to disrespect him. But now I kind of see through it. That wasn't what Jones was responding to. Even though you saw it on camera and witnessed it right now in the video I just made. What you didn't realize is, this is the video. This was the sneak diss that Stipe did to DC. Look at him and his family having fun. And his wife making food. No black eye. You know, no busted nose, no busted lip. This was the seed. Look at Stipe, dude. His wife and kids cooking in the kitchen. He's chilling with his kid. Playing with his kids on the ground. Nah, this was the sneak diss. I actually disrespected Stipe's trash talking game. This is maybe the best sneak diss we've ever seen. Because Jones will never have this. Without one of them running away to call the police like they did when he beat up their mum. So this is the sneak diss of all sneak disses that we didn't even know existed, dude. Stipe spending family time around his kids. When did you see Jones do this? Nah, this is crazy. I didn't realize Stipe's game was this top notch. I knew he was a Guru fan. Knew it. Either way. We still got this, and just the comments here. Avoided no one was one of the quotes that they used in the promo. While he's actively doing it to Tom Aspinall. Avoided no one. This card's so whack. 2016 main event. This fight's like watching an old boys football match. Don't think he dominated everyone. We literally saw him lose to Reyes. But yeah, they'll just say, dominated everyone. Never lost ever. And it's just like, we know. We watched. There's people that have watched Jon Jones highlights, and then there's people who have watched Jon Jones fights. Very different opinions on Jon Jones, the pair of them. This is Tom Aspinall adding in. Attaboy, Tom. Genius trash talk here, guys. Layers to it, mate. You need to understand the layers of Tom Aspinall's trash talking. There's layers that we're talking about here, guys. Levels of trash talk in this game. You don't even see the hidden meaning here. You know? That's that. And then Magomed's even saying that he's ducking Tom Aspinall as well. Even Magomed, you know what? Yuck, dude. Fuck it. Jones ain't ducking. What are you trying to jump on board, dude? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. Brother. Brother. Get lost, man. We don't want you on our team. Go back up Jon Jones or something, dude. You know what I mean? Before I start saying he ain't ducking. How about it? But yeah. Craziness, dude. Would rather vacate than fight Tom. You know what I mean? I'm a duck. I don't care, guys. That's why I'm recording myself for Instagram at 37 years old. I don't care, everyone. Do you believe me yet? It's just sad. Oh, wow. There's heated drama now, guys, in this fight. Bruv, keep saying you're ducking Tom. I'll keep churning out videos proving you are. We'll fucking sell the pay-per-view together, mate. Like, honestly, there's nothing else selling this. I have no idea how Jones has ever sold. If he didn't beat up women and get up to nonsense in the off-season, what's selling? His performance against Anthony fucking Smith? 5-rounder against Anthony Smith? Close competitive first round? Yuck. Thiago Santos' performance? Wow, what a blockbuster. He's routinely fucking stank out every event he's been a main event of. Other than the one that got overturned to a no contest. Which DC is... I might do a video on DC's humiliation ritual. If you guys want it. He's been going through one all week. They're making him break down the head kick finish. Despite knowing it was a no contest due to Jones testing positive. But yeah. Making it is. Trying to stir up beef. Stipe did hit him with a good sneak diss, to be fair. No one cares about the card, man. See what happens after this. We'll get back to the real fights. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Toodle pip. I'll see you later. Goodbye. It's just weird. I don't know why he's doing this. Unless it's just to get videos out of me. Genuinely think to yourself, why is Jon Jones doing this? This has done more harm. Dude, he could have really smoothly played this out and I would have had one video to make this week. I'd have said, Jones is ducking Tom. This is bullshit. You better fight him afterwards. But now it's like, oh, you're shit scared of Tom Aspinall. And I'm done. Even DC said, you can't say Jones is scared of anyone. And then you're like, yeah, but he is. Or he would fight Tom Aspinall. That's the big fight that would... If that got announced on short notice, I'm telling you, the pay-per-view sales of the card would double. I truly believe that. If tomorrow, Stipe pulled out and then they were like, Aspinall's in against Jones... I swear to God, the hype around the pay-per-view would probably actually triple. And here we are. I think he's terrified of him. I don't know why. I know why. Because Aspinall would be the first well-rounded fighter, Jones's size or larger, that he's ever fought. He can get submissions, he can get KOs, and he's Jones's size or larger. You look through a lot of the GOATs... At some point, they'll go up against it. They'll stack the odds against him and they'll go for it. Not Jones. Never in his career. No matter how many title wins he has. Never done that. Never fought someone his size or bigger that's well-rounded. I don't get it. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. He could have literally just said, I'm coping now. But he literally could have just said, I don't know. We'll see how I feel. And no one really would have gone too hard on him. This is crazy. See you later, guys. Goodbye.